I wanted to organize a game of hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
Good players are so hard to find.
That that's not bad.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Half a second it took me to realize that wasn't a football reference.
Nope, not today.
But it could be if you really think about it.
There was a whole team playing hide and seek on Saturday night.
But someone forgot to seek them. And if you're looking for Essendon, they're all on the injury list. Give me a P-I-N-E. Pine. Yep.
Here at the glass table, we're just like you.
I like to play football, I like to watch football, and I like to talk about football.
Yay! I like to play football, and I like to watch football, and I like to talk about football.
But we do things a little bit differently around here.
That could be a dream, Jared.
Stupid sexy.
Sit back and enjoy the show.
Yes, that's right. This week it's the glass table. It's episode 90, which is the equivalent of probably what my average fantasy score would be in local footy.
That was a good one. That was very, very good.
Thank you. Yours 90 equivalent would be the 90 out of 10 for your looks. Jared, welcome to the podcast once again.
Thank you very much for having me, Anthony. Very, very nice to be here. And we are, as you said, we're back. Episode 90. I was trying to think of something at the same time. And I'm trying to think of it like an equivalent, but I don't want to just use the same one that you said, the 90 out of 10 for your looks. So I'll get back to you on that. But it's just very, very nice to be here after another round of footy. I'm not going to say a good round of footy. I'm just going to say another round of footy because it certainly happened. There certainly was games that were played.
It was. All 9 of them.
But that's kind of it. There was games that were played. Can't guarantee the talent that was shown in them.
Now, I'm going to answer the elephant in the room. Some might say, it's a Monday, you two. What are you doing? That's because we're recording on a Sunday night.
Yes.
Due to scheduling reasons.
We're back to our former years where we did this on a Sunday night.
Hungover. Tired. Well, and what about you?
just the tired part for me. But like that's kind of how it used to be. That was kind of what it was. You would be hungover and tired. I would just be tired. Every now and then I would also be hungover, but not that often. And we did it. So this is a real throwback. It's just a real retro round. This is a retro round of the
It is retro round. Next week's rivalry round. This one's retro round.
Yeah. We're doing retro round of the glass table here, and it's very, very exciting. I'm actually wearing a retro t-shirt that Anthony got me, everybody. It's a Fantastic Four comics t-shirt, and it's really fucking sick. So this kind of suits the theme of what we're going for.
Correct, because there's 2 of us, and somehow we have the talents of 4.
Yeah.
Jared has 3 of them. It's I got him the t-shirt simply because I bribed him to keep doing the podcast with me. No, it's JT's birthday this week. So by the time this episode comes out, we can wish him a happy birthday on Wednesday.
I was going to say,
yeah, no, well, no. By the time this comes out, it won't quite be. But big week. Fantastic Four comes out. You turn 23 on the 23rd, which is like numerology at its finest. Happy with that. And that's about it, really. That's
we
what's
see
coming this week.
Yeah, and then in terms of football scenarios, we see teams that are guaranteeing either final spots or trying to keep their ones alive. Because we've seen this weekend that teams that we thought in particular were going to be good and not.
This is why we run a podcast called The Glass Table and not First Crack. We don't have the fancy graphics. We have. It's not first crack. We just fucking give it a crack.
Mm-hmm.
And you
We're
won't
wrong.
see
Often.
90 times out of 100. There's your 90.
There it is.
Yep. And the 10 we do get right are normally the same as what everyone else says.
Yeah, but that's okay. Every now and then we get one right that the others don't. We both predicted last year that Melbourne were going to be bad, and a lot of people said they were going to be good, and I'm still hanging on to that.
They've never recovered.
I'm still hanging on to the fact that we got that right. That was a good one.
We also said in the same bold predictions for the last 3 years that Bevo would get sacked.
Yeah, I keep saying it. I feel like
clinging
he's now, though, right? Don't you feel like he's on a knife's edge now that they're probably not going to play finals? Maybe it's almost. It's going to be 4 years running. I'm going to do it again.
I'm still powering it through. Right, Kane was right. You can't have a Ferrari and keep driving a fucking Lotus or a Toyota Camry. I don't know what you described.
And I think the wording that I used both years was Luke Beveridge will be the first coach to be sacked. Hasn't been a coach sacked this year. I could still be right. I might still be right.
The odds are firming.
Even if it's in the off season, I might be there.
Michael Voss had a win.
There's a chance. Voss is creeping his way back in there. Matty Nix is probably going to take Adelaide to a grand final. Longview is doing enough. The boys are doing all right.
Simon Goodwin's safe. He's safe.
Beveridge might be the first, and I will still be right.
We will still be right.
Yes, we both said Beveridge. I think I said Beveridge myself last year, and then we both went for it.
I'm pretty sure you did it twice, just to reassure yourself.
Yeah, I backed in. I said we're going again.
I love a bit of confidence from you. It's really stupid sexy.
Very good.
Really, it's really stupid, fantastically sexy.
We're on theme this week. We're going with a Fantastic Four theme.
Yeah, fantastic football, we can call it.
Stupid sexy.
Yeah, well played.
Anyway, stupid sexy, round 19. A lot of individual performances, which we'll go in depth a bit more later, but did you have one this week?
Yeah, well, speaking of individual performances, there is one in particular that is one that I'm very, very passionate about, and we will obviously go into this in depth a little bit more later, but I wanted to highlight this one in particular. I've said for this whole podcast kind of thing, there is a stat line for me that if it comes with a win, it's a guaranteed 3 votes, right? And that stat line is 25 disposals and 3 goals. If you have 25 disposals and 3 goals, guaranteed yourself 3 votes. Isaac Heaney looked at that and went, how about I give you 34 and 5? Do I get 6 votes? And Isaac, if I could give it to you, I would. Because that is an astonishing game of football from Isaac Heaney. And I saw a quote graphic today that said he clocked football. And yeah, that's it. Like you've
KPI'd it.
You can't play a better game of football than that right there. And like I've given Isaac Heaney a bit of hate, not hate. I've given him a bit of tough love over the last bit, being like, maybe he's not the superstar that he's been painted out to be. Then he has games like that. And I watched the Sydney North game pretty in depth on Saturday. And he reminds me, and he doesn't play anything like him, but in terms of just like the space that he has when he gets the ball, it was like Scott Pendlebury. Isaac Heaney looks like he has just millions of meters of space and time to just do whatever he wants. And then it shows because he has 34 and 5. And just takes the piss. And Brodie Grundy will be very upset because he had 62 hit-outs.
Well, the best 2-vote game ever.
He is dead set. He is like kicking himself right now because he's like, how do I possibly not get the 3 votes out of this game? That's how Isaac Heaney took the piss.
You reckon you guess the 3-2-1 in that game?
Heaney. 3. Grundy.
There's a few.
There's
Chad Warner, 1 and 26.
One was good. There was a lot of like guys.
Blakey, 29.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys like shot a lot of pressure that I was like probably didn't show up in the stats, but like did enough.
Jai Simpkin probably gets 1.
Yeah, it was close enough for North. They were in it for a while. Yeah, I'd probably give Simpkin the 1.
Oh, well, Brownlow night, here I come.
But yeah, Heaney's got the 3 votes and he was fantastic. And yeah, we'll touch on the individual performances a little bit more later, but he was my stupid sexy for the week because he's very good. I like he's a very watchable player. Like he's a player where I just enjoy watching him on the screen because he plays really, really good.
Isaac Heaney is the person you show highlights to the foreigners.
Yep. Yeah. If you were going to a different country and you said this is the sport of AFL, you could show Isaac Heaney highlights.
Because you know what's recognizable for Isaac Heaney and football? Isaac Heaney, red and white, predominant colours in any sporting organisation.
Yep.
Sydney is the most identifiable city in the
Australia,
world.
yep. Blonde
Opera
hair.
House, blonde hair.
Yep.
Looks like lives at Bondi.
Yeah. He looks very Australian. he
Speaks Aussie.
Yeah, he hits all the KPIs. You're absolutely right. But he had a fantastic performance and was very, very happy about it. What about your one for the week?
Michael Voss. Nah, just kidding. It's not Michael Voss. It is a Voss, though. And let me tell you.
The prancing pony himself.
Purple Pony Club. I'm going to keep on dancing at the Purple Pony Club. Yeah, Patrick Voss. Now, antagonizer. Now, he's one that comes to mind every time I think, far out, I could give you a few mouthfuls and tell you to shut up and stick it where. I just realised, yeah, interesting that it lines up with the segment too. This is real Sunday night areas.
Retro route.
Yeah. Really throwing it back.
Yeah. Anyway,
stick with the men.
Mouthfuls to Patrick Voss. What's the rest?
Dancing Purple Pony is just lighting it up. When Freo are good, right? They always have someone that stands out, someone that's unique to the occasion. And Patrick Voss, when Jai Miss is kicking a couple, when Tracy's not on, when you don't have Shai Bolton or anyone else really nailing it for you, the prancing pony comes along and just dances his way around Isaac Quainer, Braden Maynard. Says, how about this one? And I reckon the problem is he kicked so many goals against the Pies at the G is he ran out of celebrations. There was a couple where he just gave nothing, and I was like, you're either locked in or the cycle hasn't picked one yet. And then he ran into an open goal, and every bit of me hoped to God he showed the ball to Isaac Quainer, but he didn't. But instead, he gave it a couple of these ones just to the crowd. I love a man with confidence. Love a man with a celebration. Also, apparently, I love a man. But no, Patrick Voss. If Freo are going to do stuff this year,
you need plays like that. You need
hard match up.
You need a player out there that's going to be the antagonizer, and like every team has one. You know, every good team has that one that just kind of shits opponents. The thing that I love the most about Paddy Voss, especially in today's game, right, is that he, formerly on Essendon's list, never played a game, right? And yet he still managed. so he's formerly on Essendon's list, and he still managed to kick 6 goals on the MCG. And he doesn't play for the club anymore. He plays for Fremantle, who play there 4 times a year, maybe 3. I don't actually know.
If they're lucky, 2.
If they're lucky. And he still managed to kick 6.
He kicked more goals than Essendon in last week against the Tigers at the same ground.
Oh, it's so grim. Oh,
I love footy.
It's such a poetic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really connect the dots.
Ladder leaders, kicking 6, cementing Freo's final spots. Not only that, but putting them in contention for a top 4 finish now. Like 2 weeks ago, they were barely making finals. Now they're 3rd. You know, like they might be down now because they've won, but like they have now given themselves a real red hot crack to be hosting an Optus final, and that's very good. Like that's very good for them.
Now this is the thing for Freo, and we might as well get into it. They are 7th, based on percentage, equal with 4th. Who are the Cats? They're only a game behind the Crows. Freo do have an interesting run. That includes a derby and playing the Dogs at Marvel.
Bit of both ends. A little bit of both ends.
Range.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got the bottom of the bottom 10 and then the top of the bottom 10.
Let's see how you go.
Which one of the West will you lose to?
if you lose to West Coast, you can write your season off.
But yeah, Freo have just made the biggest exclamation mark in footy, right? Beating the Pies at the G. Not only did they beat the Pies at the G, they came from 4 goals down to do it. They did a Collingwood.
Yeah, they Collingwood. They really
that Caleb Serong is generally built for finals, and if you get him there, the season has something that I think we haven't seen yet. And Freo winning a flag. Now, I know every time we mention a team, they turn to shit, so I'm not going to say too much more. But
if there's ever a team to mention, though, it's Freo heading into a West Coast game.
Might jump on the bandwagon.
I like it. I literally, a talking point I was going to bring up, and like I've seen it a fair bit this weekend, is like this season hasn't really been amazing. Hasn't really been those close finishes. We had the draw. We haven't had like an after the siren classic kind of thing. Like we haven't really had that at all. But I think the perfect way to really make the season memorable is if it's like a Freo first flag, or it's a team coming from 8th to win the whole thing. Something big is definitely coming. And
big sound.
Yeah, a big sound potentially. Teams that are just there, you know. And Freo is absolutely one of them. I've been big on Freo for like even this year, even when they're like, I don't think they're in my finals. I think they're better than people are giving them a lot of credit for. Like I think they were a very good team, and they are showing it now, which is very good. And like you said, Caleb Serong. I think a few weeks ago I was like, he is absolutely going to win a Brownlow in the next 2 to 3 years. Could win it this year. I think I said like 2026, 2027 could very well be this year, maybe. Like that's a genuine chance that's going to happen. He's amazing. Freya's amazing, and like you even said it today. Today, some of their big stars didn't really do anything. Brayshaw didn't do much today. Shea Bolton missed a few.
Had the helmet on.
Yeah, had the helmet on. Looked good actually. It was very cute. Yeah. The Angus tribute. But didn't do much. Bolton didn't do much. I missed Tracy. You know, kind of whatever. When you're having just players like Paddy Voss going off, what happens then when a Josh Tracy goes off? What happens when a Shea Bolton goes off? Maybe Freo are going to be really good.
Do you know what? And it's the one thing we always criticize them about. But when it always works at Optus, you know that. But when it works at the G, and you've got those 6 defenders just parking themselves right,
and then they roll out Aiden Young as a sub. Oh.
And they're like, you know what? We might not release him out until about 3/4 time, I reckon.
Fuck. Do you know how fucking lucky you have to be to have Aiden Young as your sub?
That's incredible. We had Dylan Williams. Range.
What a fucking... The AFL's a weird place.
That is Dylan Williams. Tactical.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Real good.
I've got an idea that has just sprung to my mind, and apparently I'm full of ideas when I have 2 hours sleep and about 16,000 beers in me. That was yesterday. Let's rank, right, from 1st to 9th. Not who we think will win the premiership. The most aesthetically pleasing in terms of like, if, for example, like Freo winning the flag is like wholesome, memorable, like is that number 1 type of thing. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like a feelings ladder.
I like it.
Should we get in the feels?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I can rate them. I think I just got to go through a team and be like, yeah, I can see them doing it. That's pretty good.
It's not even can you see them doing it. It's just like if they won it.
Yeah.
So,
how would you feel? Kind of thing.
Yeah. So Freo's number 1.
Yeah, Freo. If Freo won it, I'd be like good vibes, like incredibly good vibes. And as much as it'll like pain you to see it, seeing like Adelaide win it would be like that's crazy. Like that's astonishing. Purely because they went chips fucking in on let's play the biggest forward line we possibly can. And it's kind of working. Like it's working really well. And so like I feel like that'd be like that's big. Like it's a big it's a big good thing to see, I think.
The stupid sexy premiership ladder.
Yeah.
Premiership winner. Stupid sexy premiership winner.
Yeah.
Freo won. I'd throw the Suns in it too.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Suns
because imagine you make your first final series and you just win it.
Go all the way. Yeah, I got it.
The Giants at 3.
Yeah.
Because
that's all those 3 are the same in that they've never won one before, and having any of them win it would be fantastic.
And also, I genuinely think it would be the best social media content just
They
for the
would
next 6
they
to
would
8
just
months.
blame every team known to man, being like, "Can't believe you didn't do
We
it."
would get 2 a.m. posts of the Premiership Cup just at some club.
If any team was going to do it, it'd be the
Yeah.
Giants. Yeah, absolutely, it would be.
Adelaide would be next then.
Yeah, I'm going to put Adelaide there too. As much as it'll pay you to see it, Adelaide would be good.
Oh, I won't say it, but I'm glad everyone else will.
I'd then put the Dogs.
Dogs at 5.
Yeah.
I'd then throw the Lions because I love a back-to-back.
Yeah, Lions would be good. Back-to-back. Back-to-back has a lot of aura. Like, it's a lot of aura behind a back-to-back.
Yeah,
and it makes
that's big dick energies.
Makes Lockie Neal's resume look so good. If he is a two-time Brownlow medalist, two-time premiership player, God, he immediately enters like prime midfield of like all-time territory, and that's
he deserves it too. I think.
Yeah, he does. I think I said this earlier in the year. He's the most underrated two-time Brownlow medalist I've ever seen in my life.
I completely agree with that.
No one gives him any credit. And I'm like, you're amazing, Lockie Neal.
All right, that. Yeah, you got to find the stories within stories here.
Yeah, this is what this is all about. Which then leaves us with, and like this is probably subjective, but 3 of the most unlikable teams in the competition.
Hawthorn, Collingwood, Geelong.
Hawthorn, Collingwood, Geelong, teams that we've just seen win flags on repeat.
Oh no, sorry, I've got an event come up on the day. I do apologise.
If it's any of those 3 teams, I'll be like, great.
If we have a Collingwood Geelong grand final this year, I might just skip it.
There's a chance I don't watch. Yeah.
But in saying that, the Pies coming back would be there next, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like that. I think the Pies doing it would be good.
Yeah, controversial, but the Cats winning it would be better than the Hawks winning it.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Because no disrespect to Hawthorn, and it's not because I'm salty that we lost in Tassie this weekend.
Yeah.
But they win something, and it's like, good gosh, you'll know about it. Goodness gracious me. I also think the free kick count on the grand final day would be like 70-3 if they were in it.
Yeah,
so there you have it. So
that's good too, because like I said with the Neil thing as well, Patrick Dangerfield's resume adds another fantastic thing to it, and he becomes again an all-time. I mean, he already is an all-time great, but like another level.
I'd also like to see how the Cows go with another premiership for Jeffrey.
Oh, if I got a repeat of "Can I have my medal back?" I would fucking piss myself. It almost makes it all worth it.
I would love to see that vlog, Jezza.
It almost makes it all worth it. And he would have won a Coleman as well. Man, good year for Jezza.
Yeah.
He's can have both. Coleman and a premiership medal.
Didn't he win the Coleman that year as well?
I think so. I think he was very good that year too.
So, our stupid sexy premiership winners in order of most the one we'd enjoy the most is Freo.
Most want to see them, least want to see it, yeah.
Freo, Gold Coast, GWS, Adelaide, the Dogs, the Lions, the Pies, the Cats, and the Hawks. So they're the top 9. They're the ones that are contending that can possibly make it. Sydney are a mathematical chance, but sorry.
Oh well. But no, I think that's very good. Top 9 are in, and you said there's a top 9 that could still make it. The Dogs are doing everything they can to not make it. So we've put them in there just out of love. And we spoke about teams that we gave a lot of love to, and now they're not. They are bad at the moment. And we said this before the podcast. They might be the worst best team ever. Or the best worst. They're going to be the best team to not play finals, I think. Like, based on wins, for one, like just pure wins. That's probably going to be there. And also just talent on the field. How much
of it, in your opinion, do you think, is it that like we might have a genuine season where the 8th place will have 15 wins?
It's bizarre, right? Remember when
it's like teams
used to finish top with 15 wins?
Yeah. Yeah, but that was back when we had 22 games and 16 teams and none of the shit that's happening now.
And no buys.
And no buys.
That was literally what it was. Exactly. It's bizarre. And yeah, they might be. I tell you what, I can already see the headlines. Like the Dogs will win 14 games and not make finals. and the fucking AFL wildcard shit is going to pop up again. It's absolutely going to pop
It
up.
already did.
It's going to go into overdrive. Like the Dogs will win their 14th game in round 24 and not make finals and be like, how are they not even having a shot kind of thing? Absolutely, that's going to happen.
I think we should have a second premiership where the bottom 10 play in a...
Like it's Supercoach.
Yeah.
Supercoach have the major premiership and the minor premiership.
And the Premiership Cup will just say bragging rights. Best of the rest.
You guys did all right. Yeah. Yeah, I would hate that. It makes finishing like 9th, where you don't get a good draft position, but you also don't play finals, makes it a little bit more bearable.
Correct.
To win a cup in that spot.
Then we're all like not booking September off.
Then we're all winners. We're all winners in some way, you know?
We'll get there one day. We will get there one day.
We will. But yeah, the Dogs, I think they're almost there. They're on the verge of being done. They got lucky that Gold Coast got smacked about an hour ago as of filming this, because the Suns won that, they would have ruled them out. That's Dogs done pretty much. So they're in with a sniff, just.
But it's funny because we get to watch the Dogs pretty much every week in prime time, and it's either they play someone good or someone shit.
They either beat a shit team by 70 or lose to a good team.
So this week they've got Essendon on Friday night.
They'll win by fucking 95.
No one's watching that because we've got the Battle of the Bridge on, which is good shit. But then we have a genuine Thursday night blockbuster. And this will be the season-defining one. This will be the one that decides if the Dogs play finals or not. And it will be the Dogs versus the Giants at Marvel. Round 21 is stupid sexy, by the way. I'm sorry to jump ahead. Just out of Friday night, Adelaide Hawthorn at Adelaide Oval. All right? No, I'm going to give you this one. This is huge.
I already know this is going to be so shit.
Saints North on a Sunday.
Oh, man, the classic.
Followed by the Cats and Pear at the GMHBA. Right. And then follow that by Freo versus Carlton.
Okay, so the Sunday is bad, but I'm assuming the other days are okay.
No, I just really wanted to point that one out, to be honest. Yeah, the Saturday night's really good. Brisbane versus Collingwood at the MCG.
Woo!
Sydney versus Essendon for the battle of the rest. Suns versus Richmond. And the best blockbuster in the history of 1250. Melbourne versus West Coast.
Oh, my God.
At Marvel.
Oh, classic Melbourne fucking Marvel game. There's going to be 8,000 people there.
Correct. Anyway.
Looking forward to it.
But that's what my point is. And it's so, you get so used to. There's some genuine teams at the moment that are like, you can trust. Yeah. Brisbane, you can trust. Adelaide, you can trust. Pies are on edge.
We said
Pies are on edge.
We literally filmed our ladder produce thing saying they got to drop a couple games, and then they dropped a couple games.
This is. I think they've dropped the wrong ones.
I think they have too, but I think they're just repeating the 2023 season, and I think they're still going to win the flag. I just think they're doing the same thing they did that year.
Do you know what it's going to be? They play Richmond this week, so they're going to win.
Yeah.
But you know what's going to? It's just going to be that fucking that Brisbane game, that Adelaide game, that Hawthorn game, where they just go,
we're still good. Yeah.
See these balls we have? Huge.
I'm swinging them. They'll beat Adelaide by a goal because they do that every time. They just beat Adelaide by a goal because that's what they do. They'll beat Brisbane. They'll probably beat them comfortably or like 4 goals because they're like, everyone will be like, man, this is a grand final preview, and the Pies will fucking kill them. And it's going to suck for everybody else.
Look, we mentioned it just before, but we've gone the Dogs. We'd love to see them, but they probably might make the 8. We've gone Freo having a good win against the Pies, but I just sit here and I uncomfortably sit here, not because I've got a moon boot on, but because the Adelaide Crows are generally very, very scary, and they are the most balanced team in the comp. They have the best forward line, they have a great midfield, they have a very, very, very firm back line, and it's just like, stop.
You know what the Crows have that a lot of teams don't have? Good small defenders. And a small defender is hard to come by. Like a defender that can man up on like a small, quick forward and we've spoken about this on the podcast before because there haven't been many going around. Nick Newman is one when he plays. Isaac Quaino's pretty good, but Adelaide are full of them. Like they got a few.
Well, not even the smalls.
It's the mediums.
Josh
the mediums
Worrell.
that can play tall. Yeah. Like the mediums that can play tall, but can play small. Man, good. Like really
Wayne Malira has decided to become good again.
Yeah.
They're
very good.
Very scary.
I was big on Adelaide coming into this year, and I feel vindicated in my pick because they've been good. Yeah. They've been fantastic.
Also, their selections, and it's generally amazing how you just bring in the right players at the right time. Alex Neil-Bullen, as we saw, has a 30-3 game against the Suns. You know, you have Jake Saligo developing into a great footballer. You know, it releases Rory Laird. Peatling comes in and goes, play every game and miss a couple of suspension, but majority of the time just does a treat. Releases Dawson. Dawson has the best 20 disposal game you'll ever see.
He always does. It feels like he always does that. It feels like he gets like 24 touches, but they're the best 24 you're ever going to see in your life.
Correct.
And you're like, you do that.
And then just kicks a worldy goal every week. You know, it's like insane. Then you've got Dan Curtin, who...
He's becoming the Dan Curtin that they wanted. Like, everyone was like, is he going to be that player? Now he is. And you're like, oh, boy.
And that's scary. And he's like 300 centimeters tall.
Yep.
Then you have Isaac Cumming, who comes in and just amazing. Sam Berry comes in after Matt Crouch goes down. Oh, you know, his lads have got this covered. It's all good. Yeah. Tex is 400 years old, but still kicking great goals. You know, Riley O'Brien has become
good.
Like, these are players that would be NPCs on AFL 26.
That's like in previous years. This year, they're like consistently. You know what they remind me of?
They remind me role players.
Yeah, amazing role play. They remind me of the Lions in like 2023, where they just get the fucking job done. Like the Lions in 2023, and to an extent, they still do it now. Every week, their sub is like Jared Berry. And I'm like, Jared Berry could walk into any other team. Like, Jared Berry would walk into any other AFL team. Like, that is what I see with Adelaide. Is like, they've got a lot of guys that at the time, you look at them, you're like, maybe you're just a role player. Like, at that time, Brisbane were like Lincoln McCarthy, Hugh McCluggage, obviously, like, had these guys that were just, outside of like the Lions circle, it's like maybe they're just a role player. But you look how damaging they are. And then they've the Lions kept bringing in these players. They brought in Dunkley, and you look at Adelaide, they brought in Peatling and Cumming. Like, it's just these guys. It's like, they're dangerous, and they're also going to be around for a while. Phil Thorpe is 23. Like, it's fucking terrible. Curtin is 20. Like, it's
scary.
Adelaide are going to be good, and they're going to be good for a while, and that's interesting.
Hard to take.
Hard to take as a Port fan. Although I think the Port's going to be very good, so that's fine too. But yeah,
South Australia has a very, very talented individuals.
I was going to say, I get the feeling that like South Australia is about to enter what New South Wales have had in recent years, where it's like two pretty good teams going around at the same time. That's what I think South Australia is entering into. And
starting next year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not now, obviously, but it feels like they're getting into that point. Like, they're getting what New South Wales have had for a while, where it's like two real solid teams. Queensland have it now, Brisbane and Gold Coast. So, very interesting.
The last time two South Australian teams played finals was 2017.
Yeah.
Luke Shuey broke our hearts.
Yes.
They were celebrated a retirement mum. Actually, just mention the sub. You mentioned Jared Berry. I don't think he's been a sub for 4 years, but
that's what I'm saying at that time, though, when he was, when the Lions
they named subs, it's very funny. The Saints had Hunter Clark, I think, and we mentioned Hayden Young being. I think Freo have the most high-profile subs ever because Nat Fyfe, Hayden Young,
Michael Walters was at some point.
Michael Walters was a sub at some point, and then you throw, like we said, like Sam Marshall was the sub for the Lions on Friday night.
He's played like 2 games.
He's played like 2 games. I'm pretty sure Sam Taylor, not Sam Taylor, whoever the Taylor is at the Crows was sub today.
Yeah.
Like Zach Taylor, I should say.
Yeah.
At what point do clubs just decide the sub has become the most high-profile or low-profile role at the club?
It matters what, like, who you pick in that sub position, I think. And, like, as much as, like, you obviously want to play your best players kind of thing, you also want to put a player as a sub that he's going to have an impact on, like, a contest when you really need him to kind of thing. Like, I also think that, like, you can really judge a team by their sub. And, like, when they play a player, when they play a player and you're like, how are you on an AFL list? And they're the sub, you're like, that team's bad. This is what has plagued me about Carlton for years, is that Carlton for a really long time and I've said this many, many times, they've had an amazing best 6 players on their team. Their top 6 have been 6 of the best players in the league. And then you look at their like 20th to their 23rd players and you're like, how are you on a list? Their depth dies so fast. And so when you have a team like the Lions, where they used to have with Jared Berry as their sub, when he is a sub, you're like, all right, clearly you guys have got something going right. Mm-hmm. Because it's very, very telling that this is a thing that you're doing. The Lions get a pass with Sam Marshall because he's young. And you may as well play a young guy. Like, yeah, that's fine. Get a bit of game. Get a quarter into him. Get a quarter and a half. That's whatever. As long as it's not debut. Fuck that shit off. Hate that. But if it's like their second or third game, yeah, let him be a sub. That's fine.
Speaking of the Lions, obviously we're giving them a lot of love. But I'm very, very, very jealous of a lot of things in football because I want them. And the fact that they've got 2 Ashcrofts. I don't care about the politics behind father-sons and this and that. Couldn't give a stuff. That's a conversation that's like, big deal. You know what? Some of your players, maybe produce better. You know?
Just do it.
Maybe clubs have a department of reproducing talent within, you know.
The Saints just introduced a Strength Through Loyalty Academy, and it's literally for father-son and father-daughter players.
I really want to see the fine print of that.
Well, I literally did exactly what you just said.
Yeah, but mine was probably a little bit different to what you guys are doing.
Very different. You're thinking like stud farms.
I'm thinking like Jurassic World, do they get all the best shit and put it into an egg? We've got this Nick Reroltosaurus coming through. This Stuart Jew Raptor. Like, give me the like. I get the Ashcrofts are great. I don't care about the politics. I'm just really jealous that I don't have one.
I wish I had an Ashcroft. I wish I had an Ashcroft in my life. An Ashcroft in my life would be such. Wish I had a Dacos. Wish I had an Ashcroft. Wish I had any one of those guys.
We've got Burgoynes that are coming through slowly.
Okay. Chase is pretty good. Rome will be okay, maybe.
Rome's got such a superstar name. Like Rome Burgoyne.
Good name.
Like, strong name.
The puns write themselves. Yeah, strong name, Rome Burgoyne. The puns write themselves when he comes in. But, like, yeah.
When in Rome. Well, I can't say that, can you?
I'm okay with the father-son stuff. Is what it is, man. Because it's appealing seeing like 2 brothers playing on the same team. You're like, that's cute. You know, you spent your whole lives doing that.
They probably go to training together. Like,
like they carpool. You know, like it is what it is.
I'll pick you up at 6.
Yeah, I just like that. I think
they'll probably get dinner after the games.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when one of them like gets hit on a football field and the other one comes in to back him up. And I'm like, that's cute. Look at you two, boys. Don't pick up my brother. It's just like
I'm the only one that can do that to him.
Yeah. I love that shit. I think it's so good. So I'm about it. Like, I'm like, it is what it is. You know, they're fun.
That was a real wholesome, weird conversation.
Yeah, but it's fun, you know?
Do you know what's also fun?
The
Legends game that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's down in capital letters. I don't know why.
Because it's good. We've got a few names written down. We got Rui and Hodge. Then we got Ablett and Cyril. Just 4 guys on the football field at the same time.
That was my 2000s and 2010s.
Look at that. I'm like, wow. That is obscene.
Who's your all-time GOAT? I don't think I've ever asked you this question.
Gary Ablett Jr.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I was going to say, I feel like
that's it. I think
we have mentioned this before.
We probably have.
In passing. But yeah, Gary Ablett Jr. for me. Like, just did things that I've never seen anybody do in my entire life. And I think maybe when he's done, Bont might be there. But like for now, I'm like Gary Ablett Jr. is that's him.
I think, yeah, Gary Ablett Jr. And he'd probably be the only person ever to have a statue at 2 different grounds.
Yeah.
One on the Gold Coast, and one at the Cattery.
Hall of Fame careers in 2 different teams, and it's amazing. Like, yeah, he
had the perfect career.
Yeah, he did. He literally won his flags, went to Gold Coast for a lot of money, won a Brownlow while he was there, and
built the club
back home again and got money again. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, anyway, so the Legends game.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting to see them. Dan Gorringe also announced, which is very, very good. It's going to be good to see. It'll actually be funny to see him running around with the likes of Gas.
Again.
That'd just be really funny to me. I hope there's an interaction. I hope Gas and Goals just fucking...
This was 13 years in the making.
Yeah. I'm all about it. I think it's really funny. So looking forward to it. Nick Riewoldt and Dan Gorringe in the same forward line. Hilarious. The funniest thing in the world.
I'm and the other thing that I can guarantee is we'll get Fev again.
Yeah, we'll get
anyone
Fev,
that's playing local footy.
We'll get Fev. We'll get John O'Brien. We'll get Will Schofield probably. We'll just get these guys coming back. Anyone that's playing local footy.
Stephen Milne.
Yeah, Stephen Milne will do it. He actually played at Dingley today. Fun fact of the day.
Oh, today too.
Supers. Played in the Supers at Dingley today. Anyway, yeah. So we'll get those
dries.
Yeah.
Supers dries.
Supers dries. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be really good. And yeah, I love the Legends games back. And I love that they're not just doing celebrities. There'll be a few in there, obviously. But I love that it's they're getting really good plays.
I mean, it's good. But then you just know there's gonna be there'll probably be a squad of 50 in total for both teams combined.
Yeah,
they'll be scraping.
Yeah, that's what there'll be a few celebrities influencers that'll come in. That's what I'm saying. You're playing a Will Schofield.
Kane's got to play.
Kane will play definitely. Well, it's a Channel 7 thing, isn't it? So Kane will definitely play.
And SEN.
Yeah, he's definitely playing.
Fireball forward pocket.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think it'd be funny if you had a coach play. I think it'd be funny to see Sam Mitchell play.
Maybe a coach that, I love that idea. A coach that doesn't play finals.
Yeah.
Ken in his farewell, and he just dresses the plane.
That would be fantastic.
The super sub Ken.
Yeah, I would love that. See, any of those kind of guys. If Sydney don't play, Dean Cox just fucking wheeling and dealing to the boys. Pretty good.
Adam Uze.
He'd probably still just be right. If the Giants don't make it, Adam Kingsley out there just bench pressing people for fun. Good. Could be good.
Luke Beveridge versus Kane Corns on the footy board.
Man. Luke Beveridge if they said to him, hey, do you want to be in this Legends game? You'd be playing opposite Kane Corns. He would say yes. You wouldn't even have to pay him, I don't think. I think he'd be like, yeah, I'll do it.
We would generally see the first ever proper brawl in a Legends game.
Yeah, and I'm all about it. Let me ask you this before we get into anything else. One player that you would like to see in this game that hasn't been announced or hasn't been rumored, just one player that you would love to see play in this game.
It's hard because it's I immediately go to Port. But
you can pick a Port player, doesn't matter.
I think Kane would be funny.
Yeah.
Gaz is already in there.
Yeah, Gaz would be a great one.
I think seeing him run around again,
it's going to bring back
Boomer Harvey would probably come back,
and he still plays, so he'll be fine.
Robbie Gray.
Yeah, that was the one that I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Robbie Gray.
Or they could just go obscure and bring back Westhoff.
That'd be all right. Fucking.
There is so many.
Schultz might get a gig. You never know. The kicking consultant.
The actual kicking consultant.
Yeah. My one, Nathan.
Sorry,
Buckley.
yes. Who would you like to have?
Nathan Buckley. I would love to see Nathan Buckley lace him up again because I reckon he's still got it. I reckon he's good. I reckon he knows what he's doing.
It's interesting with Fox. Because remember the same night is the awards.
Oh yeah, true. Daisy's gonna play. Daisy Thomas is definitely.
I would love to see James Brayshaw and Billy Brownless.
That'd be really funny too. But opposite sides. James Brayshaw is an SA boy or WA boy. WA, I think.
A bit of both.
One of the two.
I think it was born on the border.
Yeah, so he can be in the All Stars, and Brownlands will be a Vic. That'd be really funny. Like that'd be a really really funny thing to see. I'm all about it. I think it'd be good. I just hope the rosters are good. Bring everybody. I don't even care. Bring them all.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
Live and free on 7 and SEN, and probably us, depending on.
Yeah, probably depending. Yeah.
Well, we won't have it free, but we'll be free.
Yes. This view that you're seeing now will be free.
Single performances we're talking about in the Legends game.
Yep.
You mentioned before all these performances that we've had. I mentioned Alex Newball on 30 and 3. Isaac Kenny had 60 and 8. Him and Jake Stringer had 3 and 18 on Thursday night. These performances we're starting to see there. I would like to call them the 6-vote game.
Yeah.
I think we just call it the 6-vote game.
The 6-voter. Yeah. The 6-voter is good. I'd say if the Saints had won today, Naz would have got himself a 6-voter. That would have been what the thing was. Obviously, we lost. That's the kind of thing. Will Ashcroft had the epitome of a 3-vote game. Like I said before, 25 and 3. He had 26 and 3. That's the most 3-vote game of all time. Welcome to the club, Will Ashcroft. There's just a few boys rolling around. Dylan Moore, 32 and 2. Individual performance, 6-voter. Did what he needed.
Tim Taranto's had his 30 and 3.
Tim Taranto, 6-voter. Nick Dacos lost today at 43 and 1. Caleb Strong had 37 and 1. Couple of big boys there.
We see these performances and they're great. We love it. But it always brings me back to the 6-voter that has happened in the past. Like I'll be like, Harley Bennell. 6 goals, but had 30.
Yeah.
The real 6-voter game. What's yours? Do you remember one?
Nick Rewalt.
Oh, the 9.
Yeah, 9 goals, 21 touches, 20 marks, I think it was, or 19 marks. Had like 235 Supercoach or something like that. Just took the piss, right? And that was like the year when they were like, Nick, you should probably retire. All your mates are leaving. Like Lenny's retiring this year. Like, hang them up. And he kicked 9 in the last round of the year against Brisbane and said, I'm going again. One more time. I'm going one more. And it was very good. That's my
real Jey Uso vibes.
It's my classic. If it's not a Saints one, there's one that I remember, and like it's so niche in my brain. But it was like, to me, the breakout of Paddy Cripps. I think it was against Adelaide at the G on like a Saturday afternoon. And he had like 19 clearances or something like that. He had 5 touches and like 16 or 19 clearances and had kicked like 3. And I was like, holy fucking shit. That's an incredible game of football.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that immediately, like a niche one that sticks out of my brain was that day. Because that was unbelievable. And that was when I was like, man, Paddy Cripps could be really good. What is your one?
Probably the Vanilla one. Or Buddy, 13.
Buddy's 13. Yeah, Buddy's 13.
We really are throwing it retro.
Yeah.
I think that is one of, maybe the Robbie Gray 5 1/4 too, in a showdown. I saw this the other day. Someone posted this, like, what's the best individual quarter performance? I think the AFL posted it.
Yeah. There was an article about it, yeah.
And I was like, some really underrated performances in there, but like not even mentioning the ones that we've all seen. I think Robbie Gray, the 5 1/4, seeing it live too. There's a difference between watching it on TV and just seeing it live, and you just know that if you touch them, you're getting burnt. Like they are hot.
Yeah, they are running hot right now.
But I think watching the Buddy 13 and just seeing it happen. One of the
rare days where you can see everything going right.
And he only had 2 or 3 at halftime or whatever.
Yeah, everything was going right that day for him. You could just like see it all like unfolding. It's just amazing. Like there's been a few of those games where you just like every time the ball goes near him, you just feel like this insane energy, and you're like, this is pretty cool.
Josh Bruce
against the Roos on Good Friday, kick 12.
Yeah. Just watching it happen, it's like you don't deserve that, but somehow you're doing it.
Mason Cox against the Tigers in the prelim final.
Oh,
that quarter, that second quarter. Just marked everything, kicked everything, strutted around like he owned the joint, and he did. Like, he fucking owned the joint. It was good.
yeah, that was the AFL equivalent of Ralph Wiggum's heartbreaking. You could just watch the Tigers slowly.
Realize that their season was getting unraveled by a big Texan.
Yeah, just this big motherfucker that
Can you
they've
believe
never
that
heard
Mason Cox is the reason that Richmond didn't win 4 in a row? That's so funny.
And they still didn't win him a flag.
That was bizarre, right? Like, he literally existed only to fuck with Richmond.
Do you know what the worst part about it is? And I still think about this the whole time, that if he didn't ruin that four-peat, we would have had a Richmond West Coast grand final.
Yeah.
7 years later, they're playing on a Saturday night in front of 7 people, and it's a 49-point win to the Tigers.
And West Coast
And West Coast suck.
Looked the worst I've ever seen a team look in my life, I think. And like, I think I tweeted this, like, I think the wording that I used was there's something seriously wrong with West Coast. And then I looked, and again, I've said this before, for some reason I'm on West Coast Twitter, and I don't understand why that is. But I have never seen a fan base more universally say this is the lowest we've ever been in our lives than right now.
And there's no fix.
No. They are so bad.
What do they do?
Remember when Jack Petruccelli was like exciting and like a player that people were really excited to watch? When I saw that he got named sub, the amount of like just comments that were just like, what the fuck? Like, when I saw he got named, people were just like, this is fucked. Like, why is he playing? And I'm like, wow, this is grim.
He used to run up and down the Optus wing, and it was like, we can't stop him.
Yeah, it was like Jack Petruccelli, the future of the West Coast Eagles.
I think it's got something to do with him shaving his head.
Yeah, absolutely. When he had longer hair, it was way better.
Yeah. Apparently that's why Ben Mason as well got delisted from the Tigers.
Exactly right.
Mitch Farmer.
Lost his aura. That's literally what it is. But no, West Coast are bad. And they also, I think, are coached badly. Like, they don't move the ball very well. And they're so bad. They're so bad.
You know what West Coast need? And I'm not saying this with any sort of joke or anything. They've got the young talent pool. It's fine. They do not, and I love Liam Duggan, but they do not have a strong, purposeful leader at that football club.
Not even close. They don't even have close to one.
They've got nothing that stands out. You've got a young kid who everyone's complaining about and everything because of his attitude and stuff.
But
he's got no strong. Yes, he has no strong leadership around him. No. So you know what? If I'm doing, I'm getting 2 things for West Coast. I'm going out. I'm not. You're going to get the draft picks.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. Right? They got them. They're not going to trade them away. They don't need to. But your second and third rounders, Oscar Allen's probably going to go. You know, probably lose 1 or 2 more.
You get a first band combo for it.
You get a compensation. You're going to have 3 first-round picks. Your second, third rounders. I'm throwing out these fringe players.
Yeah.
Right?
Leaders anywhere. You need a leader. West Coast need a Luke Parker. That's what they need.
I was going to say
so bad.
That's a fantastic suggestion.
Yeah.
I was also going to say Ryan Lester.
Yep, same kind of deal. They need a guy that is either fringe 22 or is playing because of injuries or is getting on the older side. And like, you can look at it and be like, but they're not going to win a flag. Why do they need to play like that? That's why they need to play like that, to help lead them to the next point. North, while they have looked bad at times this year, Luke Parker actually looks like he's leading that football team and he's giving them
something. They have a sense of direction, North.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
They need a Luke Parker. That was actually, and I said at the time too, that's a fantastic pickup for North. They needed a player like that. West Coast need that because they have nothing. Oscar Allen was their captain. He's leaving. Jake Waterman can't get on the park, but he would probably be another leader. Liam Duggan, again, apologies to him, but he's not a leader. Like, he is forced into that position, but he's not. Tim Kelly, I don't even fucking have words for Tim Kelly anymore. I don't have words for that footballer. They have nobody. They have nobody out there that can lead him out there. Tom McCarthy could be their captain right now, and he's played fucking 4 games. Like,
you're right.
It's just, they need a Luke Parker. That's what they need.
They do. They And there's one person that I think could fix their football club within the space of 18 months. You would need so much money, you would need so much temptation and a plan.
Yep.
Mark Choco Williams.
Yeah.
He basically coached the Giants.
Bring him in as a GM of footy.
Structures in place.
Yeah.
The man has his own football.
Yeah. They need something. West Coast. They're like, and like this is a pretty funny topic. Something that we can definitely mention. I think this should be the question this week. What's the worst version of a team you have ever seen, kind of thing?
Oh.
And I think about a few of these, and like we've said this before, but late 2000s Melbourne is one of them for me. Early 2010s Brisbane, another one for me. Sort of same era as well as the Melbourne one.
Port Adelaide.
Yeah, and then I was going to say 2011 Port.
2011 Port may be the worst. No. 2011, 2012 Port.
Yeah, those two, Port. And then I think this current West Coast team takes the cake. Like, I think the last 4 years of West Coast is worse than any of those teams that I've ever watched. And I've seen some terrible West Coast games. That Sydney 200-pointer, I've seen them lose derbies by 1 million. Like, I can't get around it. I think in the future, in like 10 years, I'll look back and be like, that was easily the worst team I've ever watched in my life.
Yep.
That's a good topic. Good topic. What's the worst version of the team you've ever seen?
Yeah. I'm proud of yourself for that one, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I think, we've really had some bad football teams over the years. If you really think about it,
every team's had their version of it, other than like Geelong. But every team has had like their 18th or 17th or 16th kind of thing. But when you're talking about 18th, you're talking about the worst team by a long way. That Melbourne team, that has to be like close to mine. It was so bad. It was so bad. So yeah.
The Melbourne. 2015-16 Carlton was.
God, they were bad.
Was mighty average. Even North
to save themselves.
No, and even like North the last couple of years prior.
Yeah.
Feels like it's all the same.
Yeah. Oh well.
Gold Coast early days.
Yeah, but at least they had an excuse, you know.
Nah, fucking. So we tip.
Let's tip.
All right, I need to get the tips up.
Loading. There we go. I started the round really, really hot. Went 5 from 5, thinking I was top dog, and then I tipped the Eagles.
Yeah.
Went on from there. So
I tipped the Eagles and obviously got the Pies wrong.
Yes. So looking at the ladder for this week, Anna Cara, who currently sits in 13th, she got 8, which is our best score of the round, and congratulations to her, because that's a sensational effort.
Where'd she tip?
I'm about to have a look at that.
She tipped the. Oh no! Sorry.
Just to be against the Eagles.
No, she tipped.
Anna Cara, the one that she got wrong
was
the Pies. Most of us.
Wow, she was 1 point away from 9.
Fair effort from Anna Cara. So very, very well done to get 8 and move herself up into 13th position. Geordie B, who sits on top, Nato, and Hudzilla Killer, the 3 that are like in and around each other, all got the same amount of votes. They tips, so they can't be separated, which is very, very funny. I moved down to 15th because I got 6 this week. You moved up to 21st.
No, can't fucking crack the 20.
You're closing the gap between me and you, though. It's narrowed again.
1 point. 1 away.
1. Only 3?
1.
Oh, no, you won. Sorry, I was looking wrong. Yeah, 110, 111. Narrowed the gap again. You've stormed home. You have.
That carton's going to taste really good at the end of the year.
You've absolutely stormed home. But it's looking like a very close finish. Only 3 votes between first and third. Here we go.
Between first and 21st, it's only 10 tips.
Pretty good. Pretty close. Pretty close stuff.
Interesting times. Round 20, Jared Thomas. We kick off Thursday night footy, and it's a blockbuster. Real gut wrencher, this one. Feels a bit better because it's a winning Blues side. But it's Hawthorn v Carlton.
Yeah, Hawks by 25. I could reuse the same clip as the last time of another fucking Thursday night thriller coming our way. Good thing I'm going to be watching Fantastic Four for the first part of this one. So that's...
Well, aren't you lucky?
You can be at footy training and just pay no attention to it.
No, I'll probably cheer on my multi. No, I'll be heavily invested in Dylan Moore, making sure he gets me a lot of fantasy points.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
So you said Hawks by 25?
I did, yes.
I'm going Hawks by 19. I wrote down 119. Whoopsie. Could be. Well, this one would be 119. Essendon v the Dogs. It's a Dogs win because they don't lose to the bottom 10.
And they'll win by 1 million, the Dogs. They'll win by so much. Like, it's not even going to be close.
This may be the most watched Battle of the Bridge because you've got one.
Bridge is the right way to go. It's good stuff.
It should be standalone.
Is it the set? It's not going to be the Channel 7 game, though, is it?
No, Channel 7 game with the Dogs.
God, they'll be so filthy. They'll be so upset with that.
So we're getting. Yeah, I don't know which commentary team we'll get because if they're both prime time, surely they send Hutto and Jared up to Giant Swans if they want to detour some.
Yeah, they'll put Dwayne Russell on Dom's Dogs.
I don't think that'll happen. Giants for me.
Yeah, I'm going with them. To officially kill Sydney's season, I'm going to go the Giants.
It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
Suns, Lions. Now, you've gone from jinxing them to, people first, a different kettle of fish, though.
And Damien Hardwick is going to train the shit out of him this week.
Yeah.
Damien Hardwick.
I sense it's a rivalry round, right? Unofficially, because they don't name them anymore.
They don't name it, but it's all the fucking derbies and everything like that. Like it's
because the derby of North v Cats is a real thriller.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking.
If they wanted to make, I'll get to that in a second. Actually, I'm going to tip the Lions.
I go the Suns for this one. I'm backing them in.
Yeah, I think the Lions have just hit their straps now.
Fair enough.
Real.
Million.
Okay, so my point about this one is, I'm tipping the Cats, right? And I think it'll be a bit closer than people think because the North will be challenging. But if you want to really make this a rivalry, and I know it's the old throwback, but why don't you just open the marble roof just a little bit and let the rain come in?
Good. It'll be pretty good.
11-year anniversary, 12-year anniversary since it pissed down while the roof was open.
Wouldn't hate it.
No. Oh no! What a shame. It's leaking. Oh dear. Crows Port. Fuck.
Showdowns are always close.
Let me take you back. I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling. It'll be very much crushed next week. But circa 2008, Port Adelaide, all right? Port Adelaide played arguably one of the worst sides on paper. Their leading three were a injured Warren Treadray, a Daniel Pearce, and a Brett Ebert. Port Adelaide were like 5-14 going into the showdown. It's raining at Amy. Crows are in the top 2. And the power win. The power win.
You getting that vibe again?
Something tells me that Ken is just going to be like, I'm not losing my last showdown. I'm going to tip the Crows.
That's so good. This is fucking drawing monologue of how incredible it must be to be the power to win. Ken's last showdown, 2008, Crows to win. I'm tipping the Crows as well. Well, that's very funny.
But there's just a little bit in me.
A little bit, yeah, fair
And
enough.
I'll be there on Saturday night. I'm actually going to go. So
It'll be good.
it'll be very funny. Just because I can just see like, the Lions losing to the Suns. Crows get a top 2 opportunity. And then these little injured pairs just come running about. Rose, you'll be back.
Yeah, I like it.
Tigers. Pies.
Nice.
What a boring Sunday.
Saints D's.
What a terrible Sunday.
Saints D's.
This will be the last round of fantasy players too. We mentioned, obviously, we're both eyeing a top 8 spot off air. And I can't believe the game that we're going to be sitting our hinges on. Some games will be over by the time we get to the last one. Some will be playing to the last second.
Yeah.
And we're relying on a 2:45 Marvel Saints D's.
Now, before you shit talk it, and I understand why, this will be okay for me to say now on this episode because it will have been announced by now. But the Saints are using this as a retro round. And we'll be wearing the candy stripes. Now, let me tell you something very funny. We haven't lost in the candy stripes since we brought them back.
Didn't you play in Gather Round?
No, that was these ones. That was the heritage stripe. The candy stripe is in the really thin red and white ones and black that go across that way.
Oh, the first name that comes to mind is Nick Del Santo.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah.
Mine's G-Train. G-Train in that, fantastic.
Long sleeve Stephen Milne.
Yeah, long sleeve Stephen Milne too. So, Aaron Hamill. We haven't lost. I haven't lost in it since we brought him back.
Didn't you play in the 04 prelim in that?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Since we brought him back. Saints.
I'm going to say the Saints, yeah. There's no question about that.
Going to be good.
We should do that with random Guernseys. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that this week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Random Guernseys.
Yeah.
Well, you do one for the Saints as well.
Yeah. There'll be 2 rolling around. There'll be one on the Saints and one on GT.
Make sure you get around the Saints because, you run it.
Oh, yeah. You know, we were talking about before about if there's ever a team that's going to like hold if they win a flag, it'll be Premiership Cup photos at 2 a.m. This is Giants. It'll also be.
Yeah, well, we just hope to God that no one follows the Nathan Broad vibe.
Yep.
I hope you like vodka Red Bulls out of your Premiership Cups. Anyway, that's round 20. Rivalry round. Candy stripe round. And yes, the aesthetics. Swift. Hawthorn Blues is going to be a good one.
Will be a good one, except no Blues fans will be there. Oh, they had a win, so they might show up.
It's at the G, actually. I thought it was going to be Marvel.
Yeah, Hawthorn home game. There'll be
few empties.
55,000 there.
Do you reckon Hawthorn will struggle with the fact that they've had to have only 5 days to defrost from Tassie?
To be fair, the MCG on a Thursday night in the middle of winter, going to be pretty cold anyway.
Yeah, I definitely would go see Fantastic Four as well.
Going to be pretty cold anyway.
Dogs, Dons. No one from the Dons will be there, but I think it's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Battle of the Bridge, yes.
Yes, very good.
Yes. Suns, Lions, no. No.
Not that bad.
Oh, actually, I saw a little teaser as well for the derby. Also, weird time to be Saturday, not a Sunday for the derby.
Oh, I saw the teaser too.
Yeah, Freo.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Freo, Anchor. Also, bringing back videos from like 2013.
Right.
Yeah.
Made me feel old though.
Yeah, because I used to remember struggling with those videos. I think some of them were recorded on iPad Nano.
Yep.
iPod Nano.
I'm a big old iPad too. Just holding them up.
How am I going to close Candy Crush for this? Just
Here's
not Fruit Ninja.
Spoiler for our little jumper carousel one. This Freo jumper that they're bringing out. Adam McPhee.
Byron Shammer.
Yeah, good call. Anyway,
That's
it'll be
my
good.
favorite one to go to.
Yeah, I think this will be good. Crowd aesthetics wise.
Luke McFarlane.
Mm.
Anywho, North Cats, no.
Nope.
Showdown, yes.
Yep. Always good.
Pies, no.
Nope. And no.
Saints, D, no. Won't be anyone there anyway.
There's
Who
going to be
got favourites?
maybe 18,000 people there. Oh, well.
And that's including the injured players.
It would be really funny if the Saints 2 wins in a row. Like, the last win we had was against the D's. Beat the D's, lose 6 in a row, and then beat the D's again is kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like we won, but it doesn't really count. Yeah. Yeah, we'll call
it. The redemption match no one asked for. And it's the exact same fucking time slot, too.
You're welcome, Channel 7. That was a fun game last time.
Hope you enjoy that one, Alistair Nicholson.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, we're done.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, actually, hang on. Score review. Umpire's call is